how have my Brook Launch 10 pair of running shoes been doing? So I'm Tanis Leonhardi, she, hers of Seattle. And in January 2024, earlier this year, I am filming this Tuesday, 16 April 2024. A few months later. And few being 2 or more. And so I went to Roadrunner Sports down at Green Lake in Seattle, and I got a new pair of running shoes. These Brook Launch 10. Blue. So here's the side. Here's the tongue that says Launch 10 on it. Let's see if we can do. And so I've been using these in my running training since. So what is the wear on the shoes like? And we'll start with, when was the last time I used them? So I actually used them this morning for a 5.80 mile road walk run set. And I left the house, and as I was going down the stairs of the front porch to the driveway to the street, going down the stairs, a squirrel, Pumice the gray squirrel, came and said, "I like these shoes." She also likes my Under Armour Charged Impulse shoes, but she's like, "These are fancy. I like these." So they got the squirrel stamp of approval. But how have they worn? So the first change to the visual appearance of the shoe when I started training with them was creases arrived in the shoe here. And it's kind of like a shock absorber. And so creases arrived. I was like, that's good. I'm putting weight on them, so yes. I weigh a chunk. 120 pounds plus at 5 feet 7.5 inches. And there is somehow keeps getting red fuzzies on the outside, which I'm not actually 100% sure where they come from. You can see these little fuzzies. It's not this sweater. I don't train in the sweater. So that's one of the, I don't know if it's something in my room that gets on them, but somehow there's red fuzzies that get on these. The bottom of the shoes, I have had 0 problems getting any sort of pebble or rock or pine cone stuck into the bottom of the shoe, which is a problem I had with my Under Armour shoes. And before that, Nike shoes and stuff. So that's something that's this pair has not had any problems with. So it was like, it's kind of weird in its own way. It does get the sap and dirt stuck to it, but to clean it off, I don't wipe my shoes down. What I do is, if they're dirty, like this morning, they had a fair amount of dirt on them, I take them outside and I clap them together. So that's how I clean them. And they have their own, I keep them, I save the box they came in, and they get to rest on the box they came in, so that any sort of stain on the bottom doesn't translate to stain in my room. And thus far, so the creases are the biggest thing. It has started to develop my scuff marks, which tend to come in the toes most predominantly, and then the heels, the center of the heels. I used it for, so my walk run set is 5.80 miles with 3.64 miles of running and 2.16 miles of walking each time I do it. I do it multiple times a week, at least currently, at least try to. And so what happens is, you can see the bottom of the shoes have become like softer, and you can see kind of almost striations, but they're not ingrained striations, but as I'm running, I'm pushing, and so there's kind of it wears, and so it kind of pulls on the sole of the shoe and starts to wear it down. And so I'm starting to see that wear on the shoes, and especially the toes. And that's what the soles look like. So the wear patterns have emerged. Nothing concerning. It started to strip off some of the shine, which is normal, right? Shoes have a thick bottom, thick sole for a reason, so that they can be worn down. That's the reality of abrasion, right? Pounding the pavement, at least for me. So yes, these are designed is from Roadrunner Sportswear. They're designed to be worn down. And so they are being worn down. I'm happy with how little worn down they have been for the time frame. It's been a little under 3 months. I got them towards the end of January. So February, March, April, so a little under 3 months. And yes, so we'll say approximately 3 months. Maybe it's been more than 3 months. So approximately 3 months. Yeah. So I'm happy with them. Yes, and I have, when it's been really rainy some days, I've switched back to my Under Armour Charged Impulse, and my knees have been like, but I love the Brooks. So these have been, my knees really love these. But the wear has been dominantly on the soles. I haven't had wear on the laces or the tops, which is kind of cool. But yeah, that's what, and I guess the cushioning has developed creases. But yes, so there we go. That is the wear on these shoes from January to filming this Tuesday, 16 April 2020.